Tinker tinker, aren't you? She's so tiny. Even though she's coming up to 4. Look at her. Thumbelina. I just wanted to do a very quick video. I know I did a very quick reel earlier on just to show you. Very quick, and I mean quick. But look what happened today. Do you remember this section of worktop was actually up here? And then there was like a section that come down, and then it came down, and all this was worktop. Friday, hello you, look at her. Friday, I phoned up and complained about all this, and I was like, I've not had any dates, I don't know what's happening. This is like 8 months of all this going on, and we're still not finished. I mean, I'm still waiting on these taps to be long handle taps so I can reach them comfortably. And we're still on little ones. They brought bigger ones, but they were fraction longer in the handle. They need to be like medical ones so I can reach comfortably to switch the taps on and off. Yeah, that hasn't happened. They are coming. I mean, flipping heck, are they coming? You know, it's like, it's just crazy. I just imagine some person, you know, bringing them, literally walking instead of using a male person, delivery person. You know, walking on foot to bring them. That's literally how it must be. So that is the situation with those. But yeah, this section here, the guy came a couple of weeks ago to have a look at it and to see what the situation was, and then he was talking to me like I was a builder, and I was trying to explain this is what they said was going to happen, that I was going to get another one of these going across here, and this was going to be a tiny door. And he was like, why? And he was like, well, if this happens, and, you know, and, you know, we sort of do this instead. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Whichever, so long as it looks all right and it works, because I've waited such a long time for all this to happen now. I just want it done. I want it finished. It just is frustrating that nobody is just getting the fuck on with it and just doing it now. So what they've done with this, because this used to be on like legs, and they just adjust it at the bottom, but instead they told him, housing, to take the legs off and just drop it, so he did. And then when he came to taking the worktop off, because all this came out in one go, he found a pipe, and he was like, oh, maybe this is why that it's not been done. The pipe is there and all exposed, and I was like, marvellous. And I thought I said it has to be done because of the worktop, you know, because of the hob, I should say. Sorry, I needed a drink. It has to be done. And he said, well, I just need to see how they're going to do it. What's classed as a regulation, whether that's allowed, because things change all the time, because it looks like to be a gas pipe. And I was like, okay. So anyway, so yeah, anyway, he went and had a drink in his van, came back. I said, oh, it's been approved, it's fine. I've just got to cut round and fit it in, round it. And then I hijacked a box of tiles that were dumped, well, they were in the kitchen, to be used, that never got used. And I hijacked them. I just literally struggle to lift these tiles, but I just thought I want them saved so they're out the way. And I put them in the bedroom. And then when the useless builders came back and tidied, they took away the rubbish and they left, well, they didn't know whether that there were tiles here. And I thought, well, they've been paid for on the grant, so as far as I'm concerned, they're part and parcel of this flat. So anyway, I said to him when he came over the first time, I said that I've got some tiles that go with these, because he was at first, oh, there's going to be a big gap. And I said, well, actually, there isn't going to be just a gap. I says, I've got tiles. And he was like, I've got a tile cutter. So that's fine, brilliant. I'm glad you've saved them. I thought, God, I've sort of kept them aside, you know. Oh, get down. And a cat climbing up on my back of my chair. So anyway, he was going to grout them. But unfortunately, when he was doing this earlier, and he was here all day, he did do a thorough job. He wasn't just bodge this, bodge that. He says, oh, I can see that the previous guys that were here bodged things, because it's all just silicone shoved in here and there and everywhere. And he said he did a thorough job. So he was here from 9:30, and he left just before 4 o'clock. So he was here all day. Anyway, he put those tiles on, and then he says, oh, I'll see if they're dry, because he's got to go to another flat that needs some work doing, that's literally in my block. So he says, I'll go to that one first, and then I'll come to you after, and I'll just finish off. And I was like, brilliant. So yeah, so there we are. But it's great, because then it means now I've got 2 air fryers. I've got this one, which is my air fryer oven, which I use all the time. And then I've got this one here. So, say for example, I had a couple of things in there, but then I needed to use this for something else. Then I've got the room, you know, to do a meal in here. So, and I've still got the oven, and I've got the hob, but it's just as a backup, just in case I need that. Say I'm doing a couple of things and I don't trust myself, I get distracted and things easily get burnt if they're not careful. So I can use that for this. And I can see now the timer on it, because before it was too high up. I'll see how it goes. I mean, if this might be something that at a later date one day I'll end up getting rid of, but for now, it's there for me to help me out with. But I really love it. It's just a really nice design that I love. Fits in with this theme of my kitchen. But there's nothing to say at a later date that I'll sell it or whatever, you know, but for now, it's there when I want to use it, and I just, yeah, love it. It's great. Like, I love this. It's brilliant. Bloody fabulous. I've got a few things left to buy, and then it'll be the appliances for in here. So I want to get the dishwasher sorted. I want to get a new washing machine with a bigger drum. An upright freezer for me, and then my son's fridge freezer is going to be sorted out at some point as well. But it's great. It's really starting to take shape. My bathroom's looking fabulous. There's still areas, still not complete. And we'll see what happens after that. So, but surely things should be finished soon. I'm going to get onto them again in the next few days. Tomorrow I've got someone coming to do me my carpet strip. The builders that were here previously, they just put a bit of metal down that didn't do anything. Bloody rubbish. So it was a danger instead of actually doing anything. So yeah, so they're coming tomorrow to sort that out. I've got my care lady coming. And I've got him coming back to finish that little area off. He says it won't take him long to do it, so there we go. But it's nice to feel that my home is starting to... Sorry about hiccups. It's starting to come together. So we'll see. But yeah. It's just nice to see one section finally finished, and it's only because I kept pestering them and being a pain. I don't understand it when there's disabled that are waiting on things to be finished off and that. It's hard. You think that they just get on with it, but, you know, never be afraid to stand up for yourself and to, you know, basically fight for your corner. Yeah, never be afraid. Keep at them. I have to do this all the time for everything, for disability things, for medications, for doctors, for appointments, for diagnoses, everything. You know, it's hard work and shouldn't have to be like that. But it is what it is. And just keep going. And this is looking rather fabulous. Right, catch you later. I'll keep you informed on the next instalment. Bye for now, guys. Try.